Greetings, petrolheads. Welcome back to Automation, the car company tycoon game. So, first of all, as far as the straw poll goes for the community challenge, there are 9 total votes. The AAG Scorpio and the SGN Model 18 each have 3 votes. Then the Luxor has 2 and the Tonka truck has 1. So congratulations to James Brown and also to Slax. You both won the community challenge, but everyone did a good job. I mean, I enjoyed all of the entries, and the results are close, so that reflects that all of you have done a good job. Myself, I of course take the blame for the fact that some cars had to be disqualified because I didn't make the rules clear enough. But also, overall, even counting the cars that were disqualified, we got 7 entries in total. So that's not that much. I'm gonna hold out a little bit until I do the next one. So now we're gonna start a new campaign here. It is, as I said, it's gonna be a company that builds luxury cars in all different shapes and styles, and I think we are gonna start with a car using this body. This is basically I did a little bit of research on cars of this era. I decided to start in 1956. That seemed to be a reasonable year to start in for a luxury company. So what kind of competitors are we looking at? We got the Jaguar Mark 7 and Mark 8. We got the BMW 502. So that is basically what we're looking at here. Gonna be going for a ladder chassis. We don't have that much. Obviously, it's a startup company. We work with something contemporaries, and we don't have that much money to start with. I mean, still, it takes some money to build a luxury car with a prestigious engine and whatnot. But also, we don't have like a huge budget that like a car manufacturer that's been around for decades has. So in any case, we gotta make sure that this thing would attract people's attention. We gotta make sure that this thing looks the part, looks elegant for its time, and I'm hoping I can achieve that. With some indicators down here. Then, obviously, this being a rather prestigious car, we need a grille that has some chrome. I'm gonna drag that all the way up there. Put the badge up here, and then I'm gonna add some vents down here. All right, then we need door handles, which are obviously gonna be chromed to add to that sort of prestigious look that we're aiming for on this car. And then on the rear end, I actually figured something out. Something you can do with these fixtures, the sort of retro style round taillights. You can put one down like that, and then you can clone it, drag it so that they're sort of overlapping, and then make the lower one a different color, and it'll actually only, like, they won't override each other. So that when you're zooming out, this looks pretty adequate. I mean, I'm gonna change the positioning and whatnot of these things, but you get the idea. If I'd done this with the regular rounded taillight fixtures, I'd get areas that are, you know, very, how do I even say this? They overlap each other in such a way that, you know, you get that sort of chaotic look where, you know, it just looks terrible. But with these fixtures, you get a clean cut here, and from there onwards it's indicator, and above that it's the red taillight. What else we need on this car is some chromed exhaust down here perhaps, and then we're done, I guess. Pretty simple design, very 50s-esque, I would say. And because longitudinal engine placement was the only option, you know, we're gonna make it rear-wheel drive. I did some research on the cars that that this is gonna be competing with, and the Jaguar has a 3.4 liter inline-six engine, making 190 horsepower, and the BMW has a 3.2 liter V8 with 120 to 140 horsepower. So I think we're gonna go with the inline-six, not only because it's smoother and will make for better comfort rating, also because it's cheaper. And we're gonna go with pushrod as well. I think we go for like a 3.2 liter, that should be okay. And we're not gonna be aiming to, you know, outperform the Jaguar. Instead, we're just trying to, you know, how do I say this? We're just gonna try to make an effort and offer something that's maybe a little bit cheaper than a Jaguar, but can still offer like 90% of the Jaguar's overall appeal. The compression ratio is obviously going to be a lot lower than the default 9.8 because we're in the 50s. Carburetors. Let's see. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try a couple of things here with the engine. Maybe a dual barrel would be better, but I'm gonna try this for now. RPM limit is gonna be somewhere down here, maybe even just 4,000. I don't know. Reverse flow mufflers. Let's see. Actually, we got a lot of fuel octane left. We can get up to 8.3 compression. We got a little bit of valve float, but that's okay. It's not too bad yet. Okay, this is better. 4,200 RPM is our RPM limit now. Let's see, 2-barrel with twin carburetors. Is actually not better. DCOE with triple carburetors. That's expensive though. I think we're gonna go with the single barrel triple carburetor. Yeah, that looks like a sort of a semi-expensive but not overly expensive setup that can also perform decently well, or well enough anyway, for what we're looking for. Okay, 134 horsepower is decent enough in the 50s. I'm gonna go with a single with manual 4-speed box, just like is standard on the BMW. Now the Jaguar's top speed is 193 kilometers an hour. I would be surprised if this would actually make it faster. I mean, I can try, of course, but it's not really the purpose of this car. $155 should be okay and also realistic for this sort of time. Give it the best possible drum brakes it can have, which are still pretty shitty though. But you know, that's just the drum brakes for you. Drum brakes are always terrible compared to discs. But it's the 50s; they didn't have anything else. So overall, since this is a luxury car, it is going to be fitted with, I don't want to, you see that handmade interior in the game always means, top quality handmade interior, and I don't think we can, as a startup company, really afford that. We could go for like handmade with just a little bit of negative quality, because we're just starting out and don't have enough workers yet to ensure maximum possible quality, but it is still gonna be standing out. It is still gonna be unique, and standard 50 safety for now, not that advanced would really make it that much safer, I guess, but yeah. Standard springs, twin tube dampers, passive sway bars, and a comfort preset, I think, is going to be definitely the thing that we want on this car. Let's see. It is actually pretty good. It's... Yep, now the bottoming out is gone. Okay, premium budget, it's actually really good there. And then in the muscle car category, it's also good. I mean, it is decently powerful for 1956. Yeah. What about its top speed? 100. So it will actually tie the Jaguar's top speed. That's funny. Considering the Jaguar was the fastest car in the world back then, with an incredible 120 miles an hour. That's where modern sports cars only just warm up. There are cars today that are more than twice as fast. It's kind of crazy to think about, but that's how it is. Also, I am now going to go to the project setup. I will do this for all the cars in the in this campaign. Now this is something I didn't do before, and I'm also going to explain this a little bit, as far as I understand it anyway. So here we can select our trim. Oh, by the way, we need to name this thing first. As far as company names go, I am not quite sure. I don't want it to be an acronym anymore. I want this. I want the name to be symbolizing like craftsmanship and elegance and whatnot. I thought about naming the company like Minerva Motors, because Minerva was the Roman goddess of craftsmanship and other things as well. But of course, I'm not decided yet. I'm just gonna wait. What is this? This is the L1. The L stands for large. The code for the models is gonna be S, M, L, XL or so for the size of the car. S being small, M medium, and so on and so forth, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on for the generation of the car. That's gonna be the simplest and most effective way I could think of, and it's gonna be the inline 6, I guess. I'm gonna worry about the naming for the individual terms a little bit later. Here we can select the type of the production, and since this is our first car, and also we're not planning on going to mass production anyway, we're gonna choose limited here. That will, as you can see, lower the engineering time and engineering cost significantly. We can increase the reliability here, which will affect the overall reliability stat of the car. It will add costs though, and here we can increase the funding to make the project more expensive, but also go quicker, so we can produce more cars. I'm gonna lower this for the first car we have here, because that's gonna make it so customers have to wait longer for the car, but it's also gonna make it more exclusive, I guess, and also cheaper to produce, or cheaper overall. And then focus is gonna be efficient, which means things go quicker, or learning, which means that your employees that are newer in your company will be able to learn more, which is also going to slow things down though. We can add some employees here. Luxury expert from Italy, he's probably going to be our project leader. And then as his what does the game call that? As the second leader, I guess, we are going to choose somebody who's good for interior and stuff. I guess him, or maybe this guy, but he's an all-wheel drive expert, and he's really good for the drivetrain. But he's better on infotainment or entertainment, and just as good in the interior. Yeah, let's go with him. That is the... yeah, I don't know. And then the engineering team, we can add a couple more guys. We want people who are good for interior mostly, and then some who are also good for drivetrain. He's only 38 and he's pretty good with the drivetrain, so let's choose him. And then let's choose one more. Brakes are probably... he's a ceramics expert in 1956. What even are ceramic brakes? They would ask back then. Like, those didn't exist yet. But he could be good. Right. Now that we've done that, we need to set up. I guess since the only other engine here is the only other option for the engine here is concept, and this is a production car, we gotta go with full. Funding, let's leave it at 50. Focus a little bit more on the efficient side. Yeah, we're also gonna bring this up to 70 and more efficient here. Reliability is gonna be good. Variant 1, more reliability of course, and then less funding. Okay, who's gonna lead our engine project? We need somebody who's good with the engine heads, so that the valve float isn't as much of a problem anymore, I guess, if that's how that works. He's got 5 on the engine head section, but only 1 in the fuel type, or on the fuel system. He, on the other hand, also has 5 on the head, plus he has 3 on the bottom end, where the other one has 0, and he's got 4 in the fuel system. So I think he's the best project leader here. And then we need somebody else who's good for the bottom end. Forge expert could be good. because we might want forged internals in the future. So let's add a couple more who are good and experienced. This guy from Jamaica is really good on the engine heads, but not really that good anywhere else. And bottom end, we need a metallurgy expert. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, it's actually a woman. And then, well, somebody else. The fuel system, perhaps economy expert. Yeah, of course the economy expert would be German. Right. Now that we're here, we can choose the size of our factory. As of right now, in 1956, as we're just starting up, it is going to be tiny. Cars made per day is 6. Actually, that's not that bad, considering this is the first car and we're just starting out. And shift. How many shifts are our workers working? 2 per day? I guess it's okay. Tooling quality. We are aiming towards being a premium or luxury car manufacturer, so let's crank that up. What automation means? I don't really know. Oh, how many we are producing per shift, I guess. Or how many machines we're using compared to how many workers. So more automation means more machinery and less workers, which is gonna be more expensive, but also gonna lower the required staff. For the, excuse me, I tried to just employ some staff for that kind of stuff, but it's okay. Tiny, yes. Team lead, apparently I can't do that. So quality threshold. Let's leave it at 50 for now. And then for the, is this for the engine? Yeah, this is for the engine. You can see that on the icons here. For the engine, yeah, tiny as well, because we're just starting out. This is our first car. Tooling quality again is going to be 70, and we'll leave the other things as they are. So now we can go to the market section again, and we'll see that the price has changed. The competitiveness in the individual categories has changed as well. We are doing very well in a lot of areas, though, in a lot of segments. Utility Sport Premium, Family Sport Premium, Utility Premium, Muscle Premium, Super GT Premium, and others. Yeah, let's see how this thing actually performs. 11 seconds from 0 to 100 in 1956 is actually quick. Like, that is actually pretty solid for its day and age. Yeah, you can see that once it's rolling and once the wheel spin is gone, it's actually, yeah, it's going okay. It's not super fast, obviously, but you can also notice that here, right at the start, there's so much wheel spin and the engine is not responsive enough, so that there's, you know, not the immediate punch that you get in a lot of modern sports cars. Yeah. So that is the L1 by our new company here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and learned something about the employees and project kind of tab. If you did enjoy, please leave a like or a comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.